Good afternoon. It is 3:26 p.m. Today is my first episode of my podcast, Rob's Cast. My first name is Rob Krett. I'm a 25-year-old aspiring real estate entrepreneur from Shelby Township, Michigan. I'm looking for partners to raise capital for upcoming real estate deals. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Shelby Charter Township, Michigan. I love to travel. I love great, authentic Mexican food, pizza, steaks. I have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. What I mean by that is you gotta become 1% better each and every day. Life is hard. You're gonna deal with obstacles. You're gonna face adversity. It's how you respond. Life is a challenge. Your attitude, your work ethic, your mindset, they determine everything. For the past 2 weeks, I have been in California and Tennessee, traveling, exploring the world, having great moments, great memories, hanging out with family and friends, meeting new people, developing memories. That's what life's about. You gotta live life and you gotta enjoy it. You can't just be stationary all the time. You gotta work hard and you gotta play hard. And the biggest mission of my podcast is to help and develop and connect with people and to help them to become the best version of themselves. My biggest goal is to raise the capital needed so I can build a real estate empire. That is my goal. I've attempted to reach it. I haven't been able to yet. I'm still looking to get my first real estate investment deal. That's why I'm looking for partners to help me get there. But I'm very excited. I think I can do it. I know I can. I'm 25. The sky's the limit. I'm very excited for my future. I can get there. Life's not easy. I've dealt with a lot of adversity and challenges, but it's okay. It's part of the process. And another thing I wanted to talk about is there's a difference between constructive criticism and just having haters in your life. Constructive criticism, like an example, hey Rob, I like a lot of things about your mindset, but I think you could be doing this better. That's good. That's a growth mindset that helps you to become better. That's key to leveling up and expanding your circle. You need those type of people in your life. But if you have people just saying, hey Rob, I don't believe in you, I think you're a loser, I think you're this, you don't want that negativity and hate in your life because it doesn't help you grow, it doesn't help you become better, and it just pulls you down to your enemy's level. You don't want that in your life. There's a difference. Constructive criticism is great. Negativity and pure hatred that is unfounded, you don't want that in your life. And then another thing to build off this topic, your circle and network, who you network with, that's very important. You gotta go to conferences, you gotta meet people, you gotta connect with people. You can learn from them. Ask open-ended questions. Ask for feedback. It helps you become better. That's why I'm big on going to business conferences, because I'm investing in myself and my development, and it leads to like-minded people who have done what I want to do, and I learn from them. That's crucial. And I also want to build off that. If you have one bad person in your circle, they can pull you down to their level and take down the whole house. You don't want that. You got to get rid of the bad friends. For example, back in 2021, I made a decision to end a friendship that was very negative and toxic. And since then, my life has 10x. I'm happier, I'm thriving, I'm growing, I'm developing. That's the key to life. You got to have a circle of like-minded people, and you got to invest in yourself, you got to grow, and you got to develop, and that's how you 10x your life. And another thing I want to add, don't have jealousy or hatred, and don't be scared to talk to highly successful people. One of the biggest things I have found out is when you network and connect with like-minded, highly successful people, they want to help people out because a lot of the times these people are self-made, they came from nothing, and they know what it's like to be poor. They know what it's like. They've gone through it. They've gone through the struggle, and they built their life to be highly successful. So it's good to talk with people who have gone through what you're going through right now, because they can give you advice on how to overcome it because they've overcome it themselves. And then another thing, I love to travel the world, and I love the special, unique culture of Southern California. There's nothing like the Orange County and Los Angeles area. There's just something special about the area. You know, the motivation, you know, seeing people driving around in Porsches and having the beautiful weather. You know, it motivates me, it inspires me to strive for more and to build my dream life so I can live like that on a daily basis. It's good to have dreams because it pushes you to become better. You don't want to stay stationary. You got to have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. In the future, my goal is to eventually move half the year to Southern California and Orange County, and then the other half of the year in the state of Tennessee near the Brentwood/Franklin area. Another reason why I like Tennessee, Tennessee has a thriving economy, no state income tax, great restaurants and great nightlife, and the cost of living is not that bad. You know, there's a lot of opportunity in the state of Tennessee. That's why I love traveling to visit my friend Ramon in Tennessee, because there's just a lot of opportunity. The people are friendly, the parks are great, the quality of life, it's just amazing. And that's where I want to be. You know, I want to be able to walk in parks daily, enjoy nature, and live life to the fullest. You gotta strive for more. You can't be satisfied. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep going. Invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. If you don't have the confidence, it's not going to happen. If you don't believe it yourself, how are other people going to believe in you? You gotta be able to sell in life. You have to present yourself. You have to make yourself look lucrative. If you can't do that, you're not going to win in life. You got to be able to sell along with a great work ethic and a mindset. The sky's the limit. Believe in yourself. Invest in yourself. I believe in me. I hope you believe in you. Another thing, you have to take massive action along with massive risk. If you're not willing to go all in and believe in your vision, it's not going to happen. If you strike out, it's okay. Get back up and bounce back. It's part of the process. It's part of the journey. You're not going to hit home runs every time. Yes, it's a great feeling when you hit a home run, but a lot of the times you're learning from your strikeouts. It's part of the process. It sucks. It's hard. You got to take home the valuable lesson. You got to learn from it. I believe in you. I want to see the best for you. And another thing I love is my health and fitness. Yes, I can get better with my diet. I'm actually looking for a meal prep person that can help me prepare a meal so I can eat a little bit better, so I can lose some more belly fat. But exercise, it is a big part of my life. Like the outside walks that I do, it just helps me to meditate, lose weight, clear my mind, control my stress. You gotta incorporate exercise into your life. I hear people say sometimes, I don't have time to exercise. Yes, you do. You gotta make time for it. Time is the most important thing in your life. You control your time. If it's important to you, you're going to make time and find a way to get it done. That's what you got to focus on. Time management. Control your day. Make the most out of your day. Because if you don't do that, your dreams and visions, they're not going to happen. And now let's get into my real estate vision. At first, I'm going to be getting into single family real estate investments and rent them out to generate cash flow on a monthly basis. And then once I become very successful on that and have experience in real estate investing, my goal is to get into commercial real estate investments because they're more lucrative, and eventually be like a real estate developer where I'm developing like strip malls, shopping centers, hotels, just developing the area, just making it beautiful, making money for me while also serving the community. And another thing, one thing I've learned from very highly successful entrepreneurs, it can't just be about the money. Yes, I care about money. I want to be wealthy. But you also got to have a purpose that brings people together and benefits the community. And that's how you become successful. Your legacy has got to mean something to you. You got to care about the legacy and the impact. You want your grandkids to be like, Rob Crut was a real estate developer, but he did great things for the community. He gave back and he made a difference, and people remembered him in a great way. That's what you gotta focus on. Yes, money is great. Everyone cares about money. Anyone that says they don't, they're lying. Everyone wants to have money. They want to have nice things, but you gotta attach purpose with it. That's the key to success in life. Because if you're not passionate about something and it's just about money, you're gonna lose interest. Another thing I wanted to talk about. You just have to really identify areas of improvement and find ways to get better. You got to analyze your life every month, every week, and give yourself a progress report. I did this well, I did this well, I did this well, but I didn't do this well. You have to be about continuous improvement, because if you're not being honest with yourself, as Tim Grover said at the conference 2 weekends ago in Nashville, if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to grow, you're not going to develop, and you got to use the progress report to become better. If you keep lying to yourself, nothing's going to change. You have to be honest with yourself. That is the key to success. You have to be honest with yourself. And another topic I want to get into, it's so important to have friends that have your best interest at heart. If you have friends that you can trust, they're honest with you, and they keep it real with you, it's going to be so much better. Because in my younger years, I used to have friends that were dishonest, they were liars, they didn't have a good moral compass, and I could never trust them. And that's why my life was not thriving and I was not successful, because I had the wrong circle around me. The key is you have to have trust in your circle, and when someone breaks your trust on a large scale multiple times, you have to remove that person from your circle, because if you don't, they're going to take the whole thing down. Another thing, it's better to have 100 loyal soldiers versus 3,000 fake soldiers. Because if you have 3,000 fake soldiers in your life, you are not going to be able to accomplish anything. You can't move a mountain, you can't move anything with fake people. But if you have 100 to 200 real people in your life, you can move a mountain because they're going to 10x for you. They're going to fight for you. They're going to fight for your interest, and they're going to help you become better. That's how you got to look at it. And I get it. When I was younger, I thought more was always better. But that is not always true. A lot of the times, having less, especially when it comes to friendship, is better. You can't just look at the quantity. You got to look at the quality. If you can have 1,000 real people in your life, do it. But if you can't, don't worry about it. I'd rather you have 100 real versus 1,000 fake. That's how you have to look at it. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Work hard, have a positive mindset, have a growth mindset, and stay humble. Because your ego, if you get too big and full of yourself, it can take the whole ship down. Don't be that person. To be honest, in the past, I've let my ego get the best of me. I get either too high or too low. But over the past couple years, I've really worked on my mindset and my growth and my development, and just really focusing on controlling my thoughts, keeping my circle limited with like-minded and highly successful people that help me grow and develop. And I also wanted to add on something. Some of my friends are not successful, but they have a great moral compass and they support me, and they're great human beings. Money doesn't determine everything. You have to look at it. Your friendship circle should be a third of people that are way more successful than you, a third of people that are in your current situation, and then a third of your friends should be people that are cheerleaders who cheer you on, they support you, and they love you, and they're great people, but they're not necessarily successful. Life is about balance. You have to understand the purpose of each individual person in your life. And there is a special purpose that each person brings to you, and you have to be able to recognize that, know it, and understand it. And that's the biggest thing I've learned over the past couple years. Not everyone is going to serve the same exact purpose. And that's what you have to find in your life. You got to know what you're meant for, what this person brings to me, what I bring to them. And look, and if you have to remove someone from your life, it's okay. I've done it many times, and I've met new and better people to replace them. That's what you have to understand. It's part of life. Life is a journey. Sometimes people are going to be in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And that's what you have to understand. Sometimes someone's going to be in your life for 2 years and then they leave. Sometimes it's going to be a lifetime where they support you. You can always trust them. And then sometimes you're just going to meet them once or twice and you never see them again. It's part of life. And now let's talk about my food. I love doing food reviews. I love having great food. Now let's discuss authentic Mexican food. I love authentic Mexican style tacos. Whenever I go to Tennessee or California, I get great tacos from great restaurants. 2 weeks ago, I went to a Mexican restaurant in Brentwood, Tennessee. Fabian's, the fried ice cream, the tres splash cake. It was authentic. It was great. The quesadillas were great. The tacos were great. I just love supporting small local businesses and tipping the waitresses well, because it helps the economy. You invest in local restaurants. And I just love having great experiences with customer service at restaurants. There's just nothing like it. I love authentic Mexican food, especially when it's on fried corn tortillas with cilantro and el pastor, carne asada, anchoria, chorizo, tripa. I love it all. It's great. And another great Mexican restaurant that I've supported recently, Tacos Lopez in Nashville. The tacos are great. The tripa tacos, the carne asada quesadilla, truly authentic, great business, great experience, and that's what life's about. You gotta live life to the fullest. Because if you don't enjoy life, you're not gonna be happy. You gotta work hard, you gotta build your life, but you also gotta enjoy it a little bit. But another thing, you can't just have fun all day. You gotta be about time management. Make time for the stuff that you want to do, but also make sure that you're focusing on your vision, you're taking care of business, and you're doing what you need to do. Look, I'm not saying there's times when you have to stop doing the fun. I've done that in my life. When I know I'm behind and not making enough progress, you know what I do? I have delayed gratification. I take out the fun for a little bit. I lock in. I go all in. I focus on my vision. That's part of the process too. You gotta make the hard decisions sometimes, but you also gotta keep the vision in mind so you can build the life that you want. And the life that I want to build, I want to have a real estate investment empire, be a real estate developer, have cash flowing assets paying for my life, having fast cars like Porsches, Mercedes, Jaguars, Lamborghinis, Bugattis, have a big mansion, but also serving the community and helping out people in need. One of the biggest things that I want to be about when I'm wealthy is I want to take care of other people and help out the less fortunate. I love helping out people and seeing them win. Because for most of my life, people didn't believe in me. They didn't see me good. They viewed me as an outsider. But now that I'm winning in life, I'm growing, I'm developing, I'm growing my sphere of influence, and I'm helping out like-minded people as well. I've gotten numerous messages from supporters from my YouTube channel saying that I've made a difference in their life and I've helped them through tough personal situations. That's what I want to be known for. I want to help people become better, help them grow, help them develop. It's got to be about the impact. You can have 1,000 views, that's great. But what I care about is the impact and the legacy. And I'm building a legacy of greatness. I haven't built my real estate empire yet, but I am working on it. I am looking for partners to help me raise capital so I can get involved in real estate investing. It's okay if you're not where you're at right now. I'm not where I'm at right now. I want to be better, and I am going to be better in the future. Today is my worst day. Tomorrow is going to be a better day. You have to live by that mindset. You have to get better each and every day. That's how you have to live. You can't have the mindset, well, at least I don't have anything. No, that's a bad mindset, and it's a bad attitude, and it's a fixed mindset. You gotta have a growth mindset. Okay, today I'm not where I wanna be, but I'm gonna become 1% better today, 365 days a year, non-stop. That's what it has to be. You have to find ways to grow and develop. It's part of the process. It's okay if you're not happy where you're at. I'm not happy. I want to be better. I've made a lot of progress over the past couple years with my mindset, my circle, meeting valuable connections and influences at conferences. It's okay. Some of my best friends, Ramon and Rodrigo, they've taught me a lot of key, valuable lessons. You know, they've taught me areas where I need to cut down on my life and have delayed gratification so I can invest in myself and make my real estate vision a reality. I wanted to give them a special shout out, Ramon and Rodrigo Sotelo. They've always been loyal to me. They've always supported me. They've helped me grow and develop with people and adjust my mindset so I get better with my finances. Just wanted to give them a special shout out. They've helped me big time in life. When I first met them back in 2021, I was in a rough stage in life. I had no purpose, no identity, no vision, was unemployed at the time. Now I'm thriving, I'm growing, I'm developing, and I'm focusing on implementing my vision. That's the key to life. You gotta have people that love you and support you and help you grow and develop and help you become the best version of yourself. And sometimes the honest truth, it will bring you so much rewards, because if people just keep lying to you, that's not friendship, that's not love. It doesn't help you become better. I also wanted to give a shout out to Michael Aldo McLaughlin. He's been another great friend, always supporting me, giving me honest feedback, helping me to grow and develop. Your circle is very important. If you have the wrong circle, my best advice to you today is to do a 10-step analysis with characteristics and give your friendship circle an honest rating, and the people that are 1, 2s, and 3s, remove them from your life because they're useless, they're not helping you, and you don't need them. Because you will find better people that bring better time and value into your life. That is the first episode of Rob's Cast today. I hope everyone enjoyed this great episode. I'm going to be doing an episode for Rob's Cast once a week. This was a real, honest, and authentic conversation today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I would love to hear your feedback and analysis, whether positive or negative, so I can use it as a learning opportunity so I can grow and develop and become better with my podcast, Rob's Cast. Have a great Tuesday. I believe in you. Be safe. God bless.